Good morning. We are now in front of Salah Khalif School. Behind it, you can find Ibn Sina Boys School. Every morning, I used to see the student going to school happily, running after their dreams. They never know that their school would one day turn into rubble, and their dreams would scatter like ashes. And this is how Salah Khalif School looked from the inside, full of tents. Look at it now, a shelter for displaced people after it was destroyed by the occupation. This is not the Sadaqa, which is a gym and a place for training. It used to be a place for both men and women, 3 days for men and 3 days for women, and also the children's goes there. Women used to release their energy here. They were happy. It was also a sports training center for children. They learned football and swimming here. I remember my brothers coming to this place. I remember how they would return home cheerful after finish their training. I no longer see that kind of joy anymore. There is no time for games. Their lives now are full of responsibilities and hardships. The war has forced them to be older than their age, to grow up before their time. You're now in front of a Shelter Park. This park become a place for the displaced people. So now it's full of tent after being a place for kids to play. Look at these buildings, how they are completely destroyed and no one can live on it. Look at these people how build their tents on the street without any kind of privacy and security. There is no empty places to go with, so they choose to live on street. These boys asking if there are any aid tracks will enter today. They do that instead of going to schools or universities because people are here just looking for food, looking for water. Actually, this is the main purpose of this war. This is the Shamali Park from different position. Look how is surrounded by tents, and from the inside also is fully of tents. So because there have no empty places inside the park, so they choose to live surrounded it because they have no other choice. There's no empty places here in Gaza because we are around 2 million people live in a very, very limited places. I want you to guess what this place was before the war. It was Abu Shanab Mosque. Just imagine this is a mosque. I'm actually speechless because there is no word can express what I'm feeling right now. Look, look, it's just a pile of rubble. ليش الكاميرا؟ People are afraid to dream here because they have the feeling that in a moment everything can destroy. On the right, you can see شهد الشاطئ Secondary School for Girls. Here we used to study and take our high school final exams. Now, three generations are waiting for the situation in Gaza to improve so they can take their high school exams. How sad that is. I remember how important this year was as it qualifies you for a university. The dreams of these students are sheltered. Look at the garbage, it's everywhere here. On the left, this is Shariqa School. In Gaza, the life of a child is nothing like childhood. There are no schools to attend, no playground to run in, only the daily search for food and water. The unspoken goal of this war. They know that education is the ladder by which nations rise. They want to keep us busy with survival with the smallest of needs. But we are not so easily broken. We know the value of learning, and even here in the heart of distraction, we fight to keep our mind alive. This is الأحرار. On the left, this is a school. This was a school. Just imagine that. Look at it now. It's just a pile of rubble. This is the school from a different position. So it's completely destroyed. Look. Look at the street, how it's dirty. Oh my god. It's like the river, but from a wastewater filling the place. So this water, this unclean water, is everywhere. Imagine the diseases in Gaza, how much will rise after these kind of unclean water, garbage everywhere. Just imagine there's a kind of diseases that the whole world will never hear about it. It just will be on Gaza. So I'm speechless to express all of these kind of things. It's on the right, this is Sitsura School, but it's no longer a school. It's now a place for displaced people. They are living here. So children, instead of being here, study and looking for their future, they are now looking for food, for water. That actually so bad. I just want to know why they destroyed the schools. This swing is a symbol for hoping for a better life. Inshallah, the better life for Gazans will come sooner. And there are a lot of words that brings hope as written in these walls. All over this line, you can see a lot of schools. This area used to be primary and secondary schools, but they no longer look like schools. They have become shelters for displaced people. This is how the school looks from the inside. It's crowded with people. These schools contains people from all over Gaza, from different families, sharing the same basic needs. So there was a stranger for each other, but in the war, they act sometimes like a family, and the other time they act like enemies. Everyone is under pressure from the current situation. When a conflict happens between them, they don't blame each other because they know that each one here is under pressure.
اصحى تبعت اولادك على السكين اصحى تبعت الغلابه اصحى تبعت المساكين
Looking for water is something struggle and difficult here. It's like a battle. So I want you just to see how people are fighting for water.
هنحكي بالانجلش.
انا اول واحد.
قربي بس انه يبين هون كل ايديهم من هيك اضواء بينت. مش الجوال.
On the right, you can see غزة الجديدة school. غزة الجديدة in English means New Gaza school. But look at it, it's no longer new actually. It's an old, it's from like 1800 years ago. Oh my god. It's before the war, it was a very beautiful school, one of the most beautiful and important schools here in Gaza. But after the war, look at it now. I'm speechless. Look at this school surrounded by sewage. Kids walk through it everywhere. Families live here, breathing in filth and despair. This is their reality. Imagine in just one small classroom, two families or more who have never met before are forced to share the same space. The school is overcrowded, yet it has become the only shelter for so many people. Every time I hear about people living like this, I feel the same pain, the same struggle, the same suffering. This is not a classroom anymore. It has turned into a shelter of suffering.
ايش يا عم لورا مليانه مديار مليانه مديار كل الناس اللي حمراء.
This is how Gaza al-Jadida school looks from the inside. The smell of sewage fills the air. Disease spreads in every corner. The floors are wet, the walls are stained, and children are forced to live among dirt and sickness. Imagine calling this place home. Imagine trying to sleep while surrounded by fear, infection, and despair. People here didn't choose their life. They were forced into it with no other place to go. And yet, even in this darkness, they still hold on because hope is the only thing left.
بقول لك ست عشان تشرب. ليش بدي اعوج لايف ساوي
Let's see how the people are really live inside the school. Look at the walls, how dirty it is. Look at the stair. The smell of sewage is all around this place. And the most worst part, everyone is forced to share the same bathrooms. Can you imagine how tragic, how painful, how humiliating life has become? Here people cook their meals on fire because there is no electricity, no gas. In Gaza, even water is no longer something simple. Here, families wait for hours just to fill a few containers. Every drop is a struggle. Every drop is life. Look at their faces, tired, worried, but still holding on. This is not just thirst, this is survival. When the world turns on the tap and water flows freely, remember here in Gaza every sap comes with sacrifice. This is also غزة الجديدة from different position. Look at the water struggle and difficulties that the people here are daily facing.
يا مية كيك يا مية ساقعة يا مية هاي المية الساقعة ساقعة يا مية